What's up, everybody? Welcome to Infertility. Today I want to talk about something that's very dear and near to me. Something that, really is not easy to talk about, but I feel like I'm in a place now where I can talk about it. I really want to talk about my journey to TTC, trying to conceive. Ooh, so personal. I want to talk about that with you guys. I feel like I'm at a place now where I can finally talk about it without crying. It definitely has been a journey. It's been 2 years, going on 3, about 2, actually no, it's been about 2.5 years. And yeah, I just want to share this because I know there's probably some women out here that are probably going through the same thing, and I just want to, just let you know you're not alone. So my husband and I have been married for 2.5 years. Well, December make 2.5 years, and pretty much, guys, we've been going at it since then. Not to be too vulgar on YouTube, but we've been going at it since then. Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. It's where I'm at in my journey of this, because I'm going to be honest, and for those who's been through this, you're going to understand. I would say after the first few and nothing happened, no period. You still have your period. You feel very disappointed, you feel very angry, you feel very curious, as to why is something happening, what's going on, is it me, is it my husband? You feel that way. You feel incapable, and you go through a lot of different emotions. I think it got so bad last year, I want to say 2021, it was rough. 2021 was rough for me, guys, when it came to me going through it. It was rough because I used to get so down when my period came on that I would low-key, I think, would fall into a depression. I didn't want to do nothing. I was just sad. I've never really been to the point where I've never been to the point where I've was ever jealous of somebody that had a kid, because one thing about me, I do not, jealousy is one trait that I don't want to have or be, just because everybody, it's all different timings, and I just was just you know what, whenever that time comes, I mean, it would be nice to have a kid, but when that time comes, just when that time comes. But I think for me, what made it hard, honestly, is because I work with children in foster care, and every day I'm reminded, it's like a slap in the face. You have these people out here, and not every case is the same, but you have these people out here that are able to have kids at the drop of the hat, and it's don't have nobody, or doesn't even care about their children, hurts their children, neglects them. But then you have these families, people that have it together as they feel, and they can have a kid. No, I never understood that. And I'll be honest, there's been times that I've questioned God. Now, I don't question God, just because my relationship with God has gotten even deeper. And before I even proceed, guys, I'm talking about God, just because I have a lot of faith in God, and that's just kind of where I am on my journey. I mean, just in general, I have faith in God, and so I really had to take a step back and just kind of be okay, God, it's all in your hands. When you want me to be a mom, I will be a mom, and I will be a mom, whether that's me being a biological mother of a child, or me adopting, or us adopting a child in the future. I don't know what that may be, but it's gonna happen. And it's gonna happen for you too. Whoever's listening, it's gonna happen for you too. So that's kind of how I was. Not, like I said, not jealous of anybody, but more so just for the people that have children but can't get it together. It's wow. It's just it was a slap in the face, I fast forward, as far as my emotions, I'm not like, now I'm in a better place now, like I said, because I just put my full faith and trust in God when it comes to a child. And like, so there's 2 scriptures that I live by now, and one is, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. That's Isaiah 60 verse 22. That's one thing I live by. And the other one is, Jesus replied, you do not realize, Jesus replied, you do not realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand. That's John 13:7. And so those are scriptures that I'm living by, and I have more peace when it comes to it. But as far as just like with everything that I've been through, so what I think might be a big factor in why I can't why it's been difficult to have a child, is because, so for like from the mid 2020 up until the beginning of this year, 2022, I was having these cramps, right? I was having these cramps on my left side, and I was having cramps on my left side, and like it felt like a stretching, pulling sensation, like something on my side. It was like something inside of me was like stretching. Like, I can't explain, it just felt like something was stretching. And I kept going to the doctors, I even had an ultrasound done last year. They didn't find anything. I probably went to the doctors probably like 3 or 4 times, kept racking up on medical bills. But finally I was like, hey, can I get a surgery or something so you guys can go in there and see? But because I'm a very, very huge advocate for my body, nobody can tell me that they know what I'm going through. They're not me. And so I just kept on advocating for myself to my gynecologist, and finally we're able to get a surgery. So I was able to get a, and I may be saying this wrong, guys, I always butcher the name of this, but I was able to get a laparoscopy scheduled and a chromotubation. So a chromotubation, I'm gonna start with chromotubation, guys. A chromotubation is when they have like this dye and they insert it in like through your fallopian tubes, and if it spills out, it means that your tube isn't blocked, right? And so my right side, it went through, but my left side, it wouldn't go through, and they tried it 2 times. And so basically my fallopian tube is blocked on the left side. So that gives me a 50% chance to get pregnant if I wanted to. And so it's even difficult with that. And then I had, with the laparoscopy done, it's when they went in, they went inside my belly button, and they made like a little incision like on my pelvic, and they went in to see, you know, what was going on. Usually people will find like endometriosis or fibroids, but they found scar tissue. So I had like mysterious scar tissue in there. I don't know where it came from. I never had like a surgery before that was invasive, but scar tissue had formed on like my pelvic and like one of my reproductive organs, which also can cause me not to get pregnant because it's like in the way. And that's what that stretchy pulling feeling was. So guys, basically it's like when one organ stretches from the other, and so that's what was going on. That was that stretching pulling feeling that I was feeling for that year and a half. So we had that going on, guys, and she was like, there's not much that, my gynecologist was like, there's not much that they can do. I would have to just go to a fertility doctor. And guys, at that point, I'm gonna be honest, this is January, and at that point, no, January, this is January or February. I believe it was February. I believe it was January though. Excuse me. It was January, guys. And at that point, because I had racked up on so many medical bills, like my surgery, I kid you not, guys, my surgery was about, I want to say 20,000, but I have insurance, and so I was able to bring it down. But now I'm paying, and I don't know if you guys know, but like with fertility doctors, like some of that treatment is out of pocket, and I just didn't have it. And so I haven't been able to go to the fertility doctor yet. And honestly, just kind of where I am, because I'm not as like depressed, or like because I'm not as, you know, sad or whatever like how I used to be. It's just like I'm literally leaving in God's hands. Eventually me and my husband had said that if, you know, we're still trying and nothing happens by next year, then we'll definitely go back and get checked and stuff, and just do whatever we have to do. But it's definitely been a very, very difficult journey, guys. Just because more than anything in this world, all I want to do is be a mom. Like, that's it. Like, if somebody was to be like, I'll give you $1 million or you can have a baby, which one would you do? Have a baby. But the thing is, like, right now though, it's like I want a child, but I think I got to the point where, like, when people ask me, it's like, I think I got to the point, because there was a time where I was like, man, I want a kid so bad, and nothing was happening, that honestly, like, fear and doubt started filling my mind. Like, and it changed my mind a little bit. And when I say by that, like, I was becoming so discouraged that I started to feel like, oh, maybe I won't make a good mom. Maybe it's not meant for me to be a mom. I don't have patience, or maybe I may not be able to be the best mom emotionally to a child, or maybe I just don't deserve to be a mom. That's what I was starting to feel like, honestly. And I don't know if any other woman has felt this way too. But that's kind of how I was starting to feel. And it's funny how your mind, like, can play with you, but you just have to, like, really, like, defeat all those thoughts. All those thoughts, you have to defeat them. I do want to thank, like, publicly thank my friends, my husband and my friends, for being, you know, supportive, and for being that ear whenever I want to talk about it. I don't talk about it much to anybody now. I mean, like, if anybody asks me, like, anybody, like, people be like, you want to have a kid? I'll be like, not right now, just whenever that time comes. Because I don't really want to talk about it. Like, I don't want to go into the whole, yeah, I don't know if it's gonna happen. Like, I don't even want to do that anymore. Like, I don't want a pity party. I don't want nobody feeling bad for me. And guys, when I make this video, I don't want you guys to feel bad for me either. Like, if you are just listening because you just happen to be listening, don't feel bad for me, guys, because, like, it's gonna happen. Like, it's gonna happen. I'm not sad like I once was, but it's gonna happen. But yeah, I'm just, right now I'm just, you know, enjoying life, enjoying my husband, and, you know, a lot of things are starting to fall into place, and I really feel like it's all part of God's plan. And, you know, right now I don't understand, but later I will when that time comes. And, you know, I just thank God. And so I really want to make this post all together, because I know it's just like, get to the point. It's kind of just a chit chat video anyway, but it's also advice to anybody going through. Our journeys are all different, right? I've been there, where I've been at the starting point where I'm like, yay, you're about to try and do it, and we're gonna try to have a baby. Yeah, let's go ahead and get ready. Let's take all the prenatals in the world, and let's just, you know, at this time, during this window, during this fertile window, let's just do it, you know? I was once that person. And then I was also that, it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen. Why are we even trying? I don't even want to have, because it's not gonna happen. What's the point? I was also that person too. Then I was also that person that, you know, was just depressed, like feeling like I'm not even capable to do what a woman was meant to do. Like, I felt all the emotions. So I don't know where you are right now in your TTC journey, but I do want to say, and one thing I'm gonna say, guys, because I know when I was going through this, I hated when people told me, especially during the most vulnerable, like, stages of my journey. I used to always say, people say, oh, what's gonna happen, and in the right time, you're gonna be a mom, it's gonna happen. Yeah. Like I used to hate people saying, like, oh, it's gonna happen one day. Like, I didn't like that, just because it's like, that's not what I want to hear. Like, it's not what I want to hear. I want it to happen now. But I do want to say to you all, I'm totally different now when it comes to that. Like, now I know it's gonna happen. Just stay optimistic is one thing I want to say, because when you start to lose hope that it's not gonna happen, it will change your attitude, and then it will also make you, like, slightly distant from your partner. Like, it'll make you, like, either mad at your partner, or resentful, or, you know, not even want to have that connection. Like, keep connected to your partner, right? Your husband. Like, stay connected even through this. This is when you guys should come together and grow even stronger. Support one another, because it's hard on you as a woman. It might be hard on him too. So definitely stay connected through it all, because you don't want this to pull you apart. It has to bring you together, because you're trying to form a child together out of love. So definitely stay, you know, connected to your partner and support each other and love on one another, you know. Also, if at a certain time you guys, let's say you guys give yourself, okay, 2 years from now, if it doesn't happen, set a, if nothing's happening right now, guys, I would say set a like time frame. Like if nothing happens at this, if nothing happens by like December, or let's say if you guys been trying and nothing happens by February, maybe say, hey, maybe we should go see a doctor and just go see what's going on, because sometimes there's stuff going on that we don't know about. Also, what I want you to do, invest in yourself and your body. If you're trying to get pregnant, take those prenatals early, like, because you want to get your body ready for whenever you have a kid. Find that support system, guys. So I kind of got off of it just because, like, I feel like, here's one thing though, guys. Here's one thing. When you do expect that you're gonna get pregnant next month, like you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get pregnant, like you're setting the bar high. You don't want to disappoint yourself. So instead of being like, oh yeah, next month I'm gonna get pregnant, I'm waiting for this pregnancy test, I know I'm gonna be pregnant, I know it's gonna be positive, like, don't do that to yourself. Because if it's not positive, you're gonna be so frustrated and so upset with yourself that it's gonna do more harm than good. So don't make that quick like expectation, because if it happens, that's gonna be amazing. Like if it happens, celebrate. But if it doesn't, you don't want to be too down and get too sad. Just look at it as, okay, another chance, you know, another opportunity for us to come together and, you know, really, you know, be connected during that moment. And, you know, if a baby is born from this, then great. If not, you know, we have more chances, you know. So definitely don't set that expectation that it's gonna happen. Like, you never know when it's gonna happen. And just because you're fertile during this certain time frame, don't necessarily mean it's gonna come or it's gonna be made. I mean, yeah, that's kind of how it usually works, but everybody's body works differently. So make sure you guys are eating healthy. Make sure you're eating healthy. Make sure you're exercising. Make sure you're doing things to get your body functioning properly. Believe it or not, guys, I just invested in a chiropractor, and I've learned so much about like just the work and how it just gets your body functioning all together. And like, I know that their focus is not, you know, reproductive, but I've heard so many positive things about chiropractor, and you guys can look it up. Like, chiropractor, going to a chiropractor can honestly, like, it just opens you up and it gets things flowing the way they should. And honestly, hey, you never know. I've heard that like the rate, like, of somebody going to a chiropractor, like a lot of women actually get pregnant very faster going to a chiropractor, because it just aligns and your body's circulating, it's working regularly, it's functioning regularly, you're getting good sleep, because everything, like, that's all connected to your head. Your brain's up here, so your nervous systems and stuff. So really do some research and really like do things to get your body functioning properly, because I mean, you're trying to welcome in a baby in your body. If it's not functioning, how do you think your baby's going to function? So really get yourself prepared for that. Find a community, guys. Find a community of other women that's trying. So that's one thing. I have the Flow app, but I have the premium, and I thought I was the only woman. Honestly, I did. When I got on that app, I noticed it's a lot of women now that's struggling with infertility. And so like definitely like try to get into like a support system, because I mean, it's one thing to hear from somebody that already has kids, but like when you hear from somebody that like is going through the same thing as you, it's like, wow, you know, it's very uplifting. But yeah, so I just wanted to chat with you guys and share my story. I hope it helped. I love y'all so much.